Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I'm just going to be talking about, playing a Warhammer game with my fully built starter set. Now, I didn't really want to use the what's it called? The little board that the starter set gave you because I don't know, I don't like the feel of it, and the Warhammer miniatures kind of feel like they're just floating, and then when you tap them, they just go 5 inches and stuff. It's not like a solid feel to the thing. So I just put it on the carpet and I just did the outline of it roughly how I wanted it. And, I put the Warhammer terrain, of course, and I put some other terrain. I put some Jenga blocks. I cut out an egg carton and I put some stuff from the toy soldier things. And then I got my 2 armies that are fully painted. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. Now, this wasn't really a full-fledged game, but it's kind of just like a practice game. When I actually try in games is when I go to the store. So, you guys got to motivate me to go to the store, and then I'll post a full-fledged video and stuff. But I just wanted to show you my first game played. Now, I had fun with both of these armies, Space Marines and Tyranids, but I feel like there are some problems with playing Tyranids and stuff. And it's not with the Tyranids, but it's with the Space Marines going up against Tyranids. Because with Tyranids, you have this unit of this unit of that. And there's so much stuff to throw at your enemies. And with Space Marines, it's okay, you have 1 unit, 1 character attached. 1 unit, 1 character to attach. You only have 2 units with 2 characters to attach them to, which can limit you in mobility and range and capturing stuff. And yes, while you can, detach your characters in most missions where there's multiple things, if you were to detach your characters, when I'm playing Tyranids, I would just go after your character and just kill him immediately. Especially you need to have your War Master protected by some units around him, because I know you can get a boost, which you get 5 victory points if your War Master gets a kill or something. So yeah, that's who I'd focus on. Now, this is me after turn 1. I move my stuff to the middle, capturing the objectives. The Terminators haven't dropped in yet, so yeah. But you can capture so much range with the Tyranids. You can span board to board and all being within range. And then you have the Psyker unit, who also gives feel no pain and stuff. Feel no pain +5 or 6. And yeah, with Space Marines, look right here. Now I'm overwhelming them. So I feel with Space Marines, the only way to win is just to go only objectives and make sure that you actually survive. It's not a matter of oh yeah, I can table the Tyranids or stuff. It's a matter of if you can survive. Because in the end of the day, nobody's tabling Tyranids, because Tyranids have this huge armada. And what the thing with Tyranids is, when you're playing any army going up against Tyranids, focus on the Tyranid units that are special and can't respawn, like the Psychophage and all the other stuffs, the heavies and stuff. Because in the end of the day, I feel with Tyranids, I throw my termagants at anything, and I just completely just want them to get blended, just because the termagants, I spend 1 victory point and respawn 30 of them back on. Not 30, but I could spend 1 victory point, and if I get lucky in the 2 dice rolls that I get from respawning the full unit back onto the board, I can easily get 10 termagants back onto the board, which is just insane. Because while termagants are easy to kill, it's just they still do take up 1 gun's shooting, and if I put a termagant in front of a character or stuff, if you don't shoot at the character, you're going to get overwhelmed with termagants. And I can just force you into melee, which you can't shoot at a character if you're in melee with these termagants, And that's a good thing. That's that's something to worry about. Because, with Warhammer armies, I look at my Space Marine armies, and unless, if you're playing a 1,000-point game, you probably have 20 Space Marines and maybe 1 heavy thing. And then 1,000-point game for Tyranids is easily. You could I could easily make an 80, 60 point, an 80, 60 miniature list with 1,000 points on Tyranids, which. And then while people are because I remember going to the local game store, there's this guy, nicest guy ever. He was yeah, and while, you get a lot more termagants than you get Space Marines. Space Marines are a lot tougher than termagants. But I feel some things can be overlooked, of course, the movement and stuff. Which I feel with termagants, they just have so much units that at this point it's not even about battling. Like, they can just overwhelm you. You know, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, you have 70 guys, I have 4. There's no, like, coming back from this and stuff. And while he did say, like, while Space Marines are, like, you know, a lot stronger than termagants, you also got to, like, well, not termagants, Tyranids, you also got to realize that, like, at some point, like, I don't know. Have you ever beat a Tyranids player? That's, I guess, my question for this video. Have you really ever beat a Tyranids player? Because me playing as Tyranids, I felt so much power, and I'm like, wait. How much points are in this combat patrol? Because I easily felt like that was like a 1,000-point army. I'm like, dang. But then again, you know, Space Marine Combat Patrol is also a really big problem because it limits you so much. I've only played this Combat Patrol, so maybe I feel like the Space Marines are limited and Tyranids are given a lot, or maybe that's just like in comparison because I kind of need to play some more Combat Patrol games and go down to my game store. But I don't feel like transporting all those Tyranids, so usually I just play Space Marines. But yeah, honestly, painting Tyranids at first, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to like it, you know, Space Marines, you know, forever. But now that I think about it, I actually like painting my Tyranids, like, a lot. And at first I was thinking, like, okay, next unit I'm going to get is going to be a Space Marine unit, this or that. But, you know, Tyranid units are actually kind of cool. Like, you know, no heresy stuff. I love Blood Angels, but Tyranids are they're just a lot, well, not a lot cooler. They're just the same level as cool because I do have my own custom, like, Tyranid, well, not custom, but based off the 3rd edition codex, I have my own custom Tyranid, like, color scheme, which is really cool. Only thing is Tyranids they have lore, but not, like, books, because you can't write books about a bug. That kind of be boring. Or at least in every book, they're, like, the villains, you know? And, yeah, honestly, Tyranids is just, they're really strong. The only reason why they're not played as much, I feel, is because it's like factions, like, you know, oh, the Eldar, Black Eldar, because I don't see a lot of Eldar players. I've only seen Orcs, Chaos Space Marines, and Space Marine players on my thing. But I feel like it's the same reason why, like, people don't play Eldar. For me, in my experience, it's just because they're not loved as much, you know, even though they are, like, a really strong army. And I haven't heard about them winning any events, which is insane. Because Warhammer World Cup was just won by a Custodes player. And yeah, Custodes are strong. I don't know. I just feel like if you get like a Tyranids thing, you can easily get probably like 1 million models. But at the end of the day, that's competitive Warhammer. So when people talk about competitive Warhammer, it's like, all right, you take the best players and this and that and all this stuff and you put them there. Of course, like, some guy's going to find out some 0.1 Custodes faction that can kill everything. But yeah, that's just really what I feel. Anyways, this Christmas, I'm hoping to get, like, I don't know, 150 subscribers, you know, maybe 200 stuff. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in another YouTube video. Goodbye.